Okay, so just where we left it off, we just inserted an image, and if I come back to this, I just resized it. I noticed earlier it said 150 pixels wide. It says maintain their aspect ratio. That's what I meant when I said don't click that, because that means it won't stretch it too much, so it won't be too wide. The only other thing I'm looking down, okay, maybe you're not too, in fact, look at that, the clue is actually, the answer is there. If you put your mouse over it, it says mail to hot properties, whatever. So what you do is you've got the words where it says sales, okay, sales team. And all you do is put a link in, and it is that mail to, and if you're not sure, they've actually given you the answer there. So you actually basically copy. You might even be able to copy it from there, maybe not. But you just do mail to, and you just have whatever it said. I'll just say it's sales@cie.org. That's the general sort of, that's the HTML that you would use. Okay, and if you see, it's actually turned it blue, so it's a link. Now I haven't, if I come back onto that, okay, all right, so it's just whatever it says there, so hot prop sales, so you would just change it. So rather than sales, you just put hot prop in there, and that's it, that's that bit. That's really the more technical side. Now on this one here, you've also got a second web page. So if I open up the one called farm, I'll just do this one really quick. But that's basically it. So I've got, okay, farm is a text file. Okay. So what we've got on here is slightly different. Okay, so all we need to do, oh okay, I get it. So we're just going to insert a table. First thing I'm going to do is just do save as, and save it as an HTML file. Okay, now see with that one there, Dreamweaver just saw that as a text file, almost like a Word document, so I'm going to close that down now. Okay, and what we should have is here. Okay, right, that's better. Okay, what I would do, I think, on this one, in fact, I'm going to get rid of the words. So it's actually, I'll just do file and save. So we're looking at split view. Again, this is quite unusual because I haven't seen this in all the other ones. I'm going to do that. Basically, I'm going to do file and new. Just create a new HTML. Okay, that's better. I would do it this way. I've never actually seen it where you open a text file before, so that's, in fact, it's worth doing that. Opening up the text file so you've got the words, and you're going to copy the words, but into this one. And what you have to do is insert a table. Because the reason for that is because this step 21. So you've got 1, 2, 3 rows, and I would do 1, 2 rows, 3 rows and 2 columns. In fact, I'll just do 3 and 3 for the moment. Let's have a look. It doesn't say anything about the size of the table, so I'm just going to click 3 and 3. And you should be able to just highlight it and drag it out. Okay. It doesn't actually matter even if you can't do that, because what you're doing is just, you want to, here, highlight the top row, left click and highlight top row. I think this, okay, you know you've got it. TR means a row. So you've got the TR there and TR there. So that means you've selected that top row. You should be able to then, God, this laptop is very slow at the moment. I'm just going to highlight it. Hang on. I'm going to do this, just what I want to do is merge the cells. So basically I just want one cell. If I highlight this, so you've got 3 boxes going across, 1, 2, 3. If I highlight 2 of them and just press delete, okay, that gets rid of 2. And what I wanted to do is just show you a little bit of the HTML. So if I'm clicking on here, I'm going to do width, horizontal. I'm going to type 100%. Okay. Now what it's done is it's moved, it's basically made that row 100% of the table. Now this might, I think it's just worth getting a little bit familiar. So okay, good. Table width is 200. So what I could actually do is just say, rather than 100%, 200. I'll put that row as 200 as well. Okay, and then you could do, if I click on here, it doesn't actually tell us at the moment. I'm just trying to see. It says it's got to look like this. So I'm going to put right, width equals 200. I'll put it in speech marks as well. Right. So what you've got is a table width of 200 and a row width there of 200. I'm actually going to get rid of the TD width there for the moment. Okay, so the row width should be 200, table width 200, and I might even, okay. Now I'm just sort of playing around with, every single one you've got a table, and you'll have to do something with a table. So what I'm doing is just trying to show the different, what I do here, how it reflects up there. So I've just got rid of a row. Okay, so if I want to put that row again, I put TR like that, and it puts that one back in for you. So it puts that closing tag in for you. So I'm just going to type the word test. Okay, see, it goes in there. So now you've got that. So the next one, I'm actually just going to get rid of all that for the moment. And again, we'll just put in second row, something like that, just so you see kind of what's going on. And what you've got, okay, this one, you would actually have just 2, so I'll get rid of one of these. Okay. And one of these needs to be slightly smaller, so I'm going to put width equals 50. Okay. Put the row width of this one to also be 200. Okay. This is something I've just was working out why this wasn't behaving like it normally does. I just went to view mode, and it was on live. It was like this, and I couldn't quite work out why. When I was highlighting it, it didn't look like I was highlighting it here, but not actually up there. And I just went to view mode and went to design. I think this is, if you're doing the trial version, you might have that. So now I'm in view mode design. I should be able to do what you can do on the older version. Basically, I'm just going to delete this table, and if I click on that, get rid of it. Okay, right. Because there is, you can do it with HTML code. I'm just going to do insert table again, so it's 3 by 3. This is the easy way of doing it. You can, if I right click on that and do table, merge cells. Okay, that's the easier way of doing it with the HTML. You have this col span, that means column span 3, so it's spanning over 3 columns. And that's why I was just floundering a bit then. I couldn't see, this is the newer version, so it was in that design view, so it wasn't doing what I was expecting it to do. That is actually worth knowing though. So if I go back to, okay, so for example, this one here, if I do that again, so if I get rid of those two, and this time again do col span equals 3, okay. So that one's done the same thing. Now this one, I think what I would do is, so this one you actually need 2 columns. So I would put col span equals 2. Okay. Now you're looking at the question, so this one needs to be slightly, this is where you could maybe have, in fact on this one I'm going to try col span, okay, equals 1. See what happens. Does it make a difference? No. But what you can do is actually put the width in there. So if the table is 200, I'll just try putting 50 in there. Okay, it should. I'm going to do this with width and try 50. Okay. Just to be certain, you could even put width equals 150 for the other one. Okay. So now you'll start putting the words from here, from that text file, into whatever cell it tells you to put it. You'd get, so that's where you're going to get your marks from. So you're going to enter a cell, where is it? Dreamweaver, okay. I'll just see over this. Okay. So you can either drag it in like I've done it. The previous video I actually just typed in img src, okay, image source, but you should be able to just sort of drag it in like that. I don't know if that's the right one for it to be in. So in the previous video I was just trying to resize it using sort of HTML codes, but otherwise in Dreamweaver you can just sort of drag it around like that. That's it. So we've got about 3 minutes. So that's pretty much, you know, the website. It's this bit here, how to make a table. This CSS sheet, the style sheet, is another thing that will always come up. So just practice with that. You would have noticed as well, I just checked, as I was doing it, just checked the mark scheme. You know, does it, what you're doing look like that? So, you know, as you're going through it, you can just make sure that you've got, yours looks similar to that. And obviously just any questions, if you things you're not sure about, then obviously just let me know. But that's it. That's the main sort of part of 2013 exam. Okay.